The Monday Nighter, a battle of two lost teams, but both losses for the Steelers have come to teams in the NFC East. The Redskins, last time I checked, they're still in the NFC East. Hey, how are you folks? Jason Horowitz, CBS Sports' Charley Casserly. Glad to be with you on the NFL previews presented by Comcast. And Charlie, every time the Steelers have played the NFC East, that being the Eagles and the Giants, their main weakness has come to the forefront: protecting Ben Roethlisberger. Is that a problem again this week?
No, I don't think it's the same problem because the Redskins don't rush the passer the way the Eagles do with their pass rush, front four, and their blitz, and the Giants' front four and their blitz. The Redskins don't blitz a lot, and their front four can't get pressure without it. This is a game in which I think Ben Roethlisberger will not have the pressure he had in those other two games.
Sacked 23 times. That's third most in the NFL. But you said it, the Redskins. Only 10 sacks so far this year. That's in 8 games. Meanwhile, though, for Washington offensively, they've been able to move the ball on everybody for the most part and have not laid an egg with the exception of those 3 turnovers against St. Louis if you take out that first game. Clinton Portis has been a huge key to that. Can he run this week against Pittsburgh? Nobody else has.
Well, I'll tell you, it's going to be how are you going to try to run the ball. There you see his stats. Look at that, 944 yards in 8 games. This guy, if he stays healthy, he could get 2,000 yards this year. However, you're not going to be able to run the ball against Pittsburgh if you try to go inside the tackles, try to be physical with them, and try to say, we're tougher than you are. If you do that, hey, you know what? All you're going to do is bang your head against a brick wall. What you got to do, spread them out. Get them spread out. That's how you play a 34 defense. Spread them out, throw first, come back to the run second. You do that, you'll be effective moving the football on Pittsburgh.
If they can't run, do you see Jason Campbell making enough big plays on the passing attack?
Well, the thing about the Redskins, they pass protect well. Jason Campbell's a tough guy to sack. What is he this year? He's very efficient with the football. Hasn't thrown an interception, but he's making the right decisions. Plus, he's a tough guy to sack because he's a big, strong guy. He can throw people off. When he starts to move in the pocket, he keeps his eyes downfield, and he can make big plays. Santana Moss is a mismatch. Pittsburgh doesn't have anybody that can cover him one-on-one. If you have time, he'll get open. So will Chris Cooley. There are holes in that secondary that Campbell can exploit.
The other part to this for Washington is they're 6-2, and yeah, they lost to St. Louis. Those 3 turnovers, and we'll throw week 1 out because that was Jim Zorn's first game. They were still getting the offense down. They have been very consistent, but what aspect to the team do you think has been the most consistent part?
Well, I think what they'll do is this. They like to play an 8-man front, stack the box and stop the run. What that does is put pressure on the corners. So this year, now Sean Springs probably going to be out this game again, but Carlos Rogers has played well. Fred Smoot's been okay. The thing about them is this, though. London Fletcher's probably been their most consistent player. Pittsburgh's going to have opportunities to make big plays in the passing game against that one-on-one coverage. They're going to get Santonio Holmes back in this football game. That means he's a key guy to me when you watch this game. Here, the matchups they're going to have. You can see it right there. 16.4, he's a big play guy. The key is this. The Redskins, can they get pressure on them? If not, hey, there's going to be some big plays that Ben Roethlisberger can make in this ballgame.
And we'll see if Washington can come back, because if Pittsburgh starts scoring, that's something that Washington has not really had to do so far this season. Let's see what AccuScore thinks. 10,000 tests, 10,000 results. They like the Steelers. The computer likes the Steelers. Remember, this is all mathematical. There's no human element to this, 58%. Except, of course, the humans are putting the numbers in the computer. Charlie, who do you like?
I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers for what I just said. And here's the reasons. Number one, I think that the Redskins have not been able to rush the passer. Therefore, you're going to see Ben Roethlisberger make big plays in the passing game. Now, if the Redskins choose to blitz, and that's what I think they have to do, they got to gamble. They got to get pressure on Ben Roethlisberger, force him into mistakes. If they don't, I like Pittsburgh to win the ballgame.
All right, Steelers 5-2. Redskins 6-2. Should be a great Monday night football game. Of course, it's an 8:30 p.m. Eastern start. For more on this game or any other in Week 9, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com and watch everything else on the CBS Audience Network. For Charley Casserly, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care, folks.